Hi guys, how you doing today? My name is Millich Hopper. I'm doing this is my first YouTube channel that I'm doing. I'm doing this YouTube channel. It's called Speak the Truth. It's a lot of things that I'm going to be discussing during this course of my channel. I'm going to be discussing speaking the truth about all things that we have put away for so long throughout all these years. Things that we didn't want to talk about, and it's just really about the truth. It's about enlightenment and accepting everything for what it is. It's really been a long journey for me, but I will be less than a man if I don't speak the truth out and share my enlightenment and share my journey to help inspire other people. So that's what I always wanted to do, but I was just sitting here all alone, in this house. I'm at a time that, the Most High, the universe, have me to where I'm in line. I don't have to work. It's a couple of things I will be speaking on. It's not really, to do anything else but to inspire somebody and inspire them. I did 12 years, 5 months incarcerated. I went to prison when I was 20 years old. I got out on my own when I was 17. I had tried to have children. I got molested when I was a child. So I grew up with these, feelings that I didn't want to have, and I grew up with battles. I knew one thing that I did know, and I always knew, is that I didn't want to live that way. So I grew up as a child, with my dad on crack and my mom out there, and it was very hard. So I had to learn myself how to become the man that I am today, and that's enlightened on this journey, and I follow by the spirit, and it is no religion with me. It's no church, Jesus Christ, hallelujah. It's just the straight up truth. It's the nationality, dig deep to our roots. And that's what I'm here today to do, is to inspire somebody, and tell my story and speak the truth about all things. I'm an honest person. I have lived an alternative lifestyle before, but I'm so blessed and so grateful to have a different life and walking in a different light now. It was a time that I didn't want to talk about it. I was afraid to talk about it. I do get therapy once a week, and I thank the Most High for my therapist. Now that I'm older and I know what's really going on with myself, why not get therapy? But I went to prison when I got incarcerated when I was 20 years old. I went for first-degree premeditated murder due to my so-called friend at the time, which was my co-defendant. He hurt somebody really bad. He killed the female for his girlfriend, and it was like nothing I had to do with it, and I dragged into it. But I knew, back then it was like, I grew up and I heard the things this is saying is Lord, don't snitch and all that stuff there. So even though I was never in a child that's in the streets, I just knew that. I've been on my own since I was 17 because, I wanted children. So I had children, I had a child on the way by a female. And that's not, we'll get on that one, but I had a baby by the female. I lost my first son at 17. But through it all, I still stay strong. I had my own place. I've been on my own since I was 17 and worked 2 jobs and did everything I had to do. And then my baby mother at the time, she got pregnant again with my daughter, which is now 15 years old. So I only been out of incarceration a year and 3 months now. But through all of this, I got locked up, and I didn't know what to do. I suffered from major depression, suicidal thoughts. I mean, everything. It was just like I was took from this place of innocence and just thrown in with people that's so cruel and don't even care. I mean, it's just horrible. To be able to be out and be the man that I am today, and despite like people use me, and to be mentally, trying to get myself on track, and I mean, I'm on track, through my experiences, it made me the man I am today. And I have issues, like I said, I'm working them out with my therapist. But I would like to let people know it's mentally boggling, knowing that I came from an abusive home. You taking a child that was grown up in an abusive home, that was their dad was on crack and their mom was out there, and their mom said this about their dad, and it was, yeah, your dad, and it was never, exposed to about what she's doing, and it was like, certain things happen, and it's like don't get talked about, and a major thing that really bothers me about the African American society, which is culture, which is the Hebrew people, the original man. One thing that really bothers me about us is that we don't like to speak out on the truth. We don't like to address the issues at hand. Molestation has been going on for a long time in the black community, the African American Hebrew nation. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but who talks about it, and it's really a hard thing for a male to come out and say that I have got touched, and it's really to be a survivor and to be able to sit up here and tell my story is just so amazing. Then on top of that, I get incarcerated, and that was a horrible experience, going in and being a certain way and being like my figure, my shape, I'm shaped like my mom. I got a big butt, big behind, big thighs, and having the mentality of a man wanting this so much, but still struggling for something that you could not help because you went through this as a child. That was really hard, and then going into a place where you was an innocent kid that's fighting with something, and somebody could be so cruel and just be wiped all the way from you like that. It's really mind-boggling. It's traumatizing. And I have been manipulated. I was sexually assaulted in prison. I've been through all that, and it's just this is my YouTube channel. As the course of time, I want you to get to know me, my story, who I am, and where I come, and the transformation that I have made in the man that I am today. Even now I'm working on it. Sometimes I have, excuse me if I repeat myself, anytime I have those things, but it's those things that is come from institutionalized, not being heard, not being able to voice or say how you feel. It was very hard for me being incarcerated. I can't say that it was anything else than hard. Every story that you may have heard is true. It's still raping going on in there. It's still abuse. It's all kind of things. It's the homosexual lifestyle is rapid to people that you don't even think. That's living like that. To staff members, degrading you, making you. It's not even anymore. You strip down to your boxers type thing. It's like in squat and cough. It's like you bend over at the waist. It's so many things. And it's a horrible experience. Where I constantly ask the Most High, like, why? Why me? Why me? Why me? And I love you so much. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? And it's some things that I never wanted to experience. But I'm here because I'm here and I'm sharing this story because I want people to know the truth. Like, it's not easy every day living with the torment, living with the things. Yeah, I used to live a way that I wasn't proud of. Before anybody could say anything about me, I'd rather speak the truth. I was living a homosexual life that I was not proud of. I was miserable every day because I did not want to live that way. I tried to commit suicide numerous times because I did not want to live that way. So molestation, rape, and stuff is real, and I just want people to know how real it is. But through it all, I'm a survivor. And my therapist tell me all the time, for real, I'm strong. And sometimes I be running so much and my anxiety hits so high, I don't even know how I can make it to the point that I am now today. I don't get it. I'm a stay-at-home dad right now. I don't have no job. I have carpal tunnel. I just had surgery on this one. So I still have to have surgery on that one. So I'm staying at home. But, it's amazing story that, I the first segment it's going to talk about. This we're going to mainly touch on the molestation thing. How it can be a secret. How can us people as a Hebrew, black, African American, whatever the truth, I speak the truth, Hebrew nation, keep that secluded, and what's really going on, touching our men and children, little boys, and we got to really think. I'm a survivor of that, and by the grace, I have changed my ways, and I was sucked into it. And I did things that I'm not even proud of. But in all, because I trusted in the Most High, I trusted in the universe, I trusted in my energy, I trusted who I am to change, and I changed. And I said, and I always said, I said I was going to change. I was just going to change every day since I was a kid. All my prayers being, and I cried and I prayed and I said, please, Father, change me. And I hurt people along the way, like my mom's sister, because I didn't understand myself as a kid. I didn't have my parents there, and I was living with her at the time, and I didn't have, excuse me guys, I didn't have my parents too much active part of my life at the time. So it's hard because families don't talk about molestation. It happened to boys as well as it happened to females and girls. It's not right, and it needs to stop. It's been going on for too long. And I'm a survivor, and I made it. And it hurts so bad when you think that you're different, when you feel that you're different from everybody else, and you know what you want. You know where you want to be. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. So those who really judge people, who really talk about people, it's not cool because they fight. I had heterosexual friends all incarcerated. I had heterosexual friends. And some people didn't judge me. It just, and I hate to be called punk, faggot. I hate to be called those things, because it's something that I couldn't help. I'd have been in relationships with men. I'm not gonna lie. I'm engaged to a woman right now, and this is the best thing that ever could have happened to me in my life. And she gave me everything that I wanted and always wanted. And the Most High heard me and heard my cry. But I have lived through abuse from man relationships. I have lived through everything, and I tell my children. Everybody tell my children as I was incarcerated. Everybody told my daughter, my son. He's 14 now. Everybody told him, "Oh, you're gonna be gay like your dad. You're gonna be gay. You're gonna be gay. You're gonna be gay." And, his mom was the most vindictive, evilest woman at the time. She used to tell me she wish I get hit by a truck. But everything I did, I waited on this girl hand and foot. I did everything that a man could do for a young man at that time, 17 with 2 jobs and stop going to school. Why all she had to do was go to adult ed. And I did that. I paid the bills while she was on bed rest. I did that. I house fully furnished at 17, 18. I did that as a young man. So to be snatched from that and to get incarcerated and to go through those things is like, why? It's like the why. But that's what I said. It's about speaking the truth. A lot of people, it took me a long time to be able to talk about this. And then the black folks, us Hebrews, us black folks don't want to talk about this. Oh, what he's doing on there talking about his life. Oh, he making a fool of himself. Oh, he talking about that. Oh, he just a gay, this. Oh, he just a faggot, this. I mean, that's what we stuck on. We stuck on that, but let's get to the root of it. Why? Because of us, we want to keep it a secret. Oh, such and such didn't do that. Such and such didn't do that. My sister got molested by my stepfather. Nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about what's been going on for years. What's been going on for years. It's people that haven't even made it through, just took their own life and just did everything. It's people that haven't made it to where I am at right now. But I just want everybody to know the truth. It affects people. And then everything, we're going to talk about everything, is Speak the Truth. And that's the name of my YouTube channel, Speak the Truth. Because I want these tears, I want you to know. And when I was incarcerated, I deal with sexual assault. Because I'm shaped like a female, I'm shaped like my mom, and the mentality these men have. And people be like, instead of judging the person and talking about they gay, they punk, they faggot, this and that, you should get to know, because the stories that I heard for plenty of the homosexuals when I was living that life is they done been touched by their brother, they done been touched by their uncle, they done been touched by somebody that's in the family, they done been touched by a man. Have most of these homosexuals out there that's been touched by a man. The other ones that feel the way they feel, so whatever, since they whatever. But 9 times out of 10, a homosexual has been touched. A homosexual has been touched. That's why you got it in the female aspect. But I want to talk about the truth in the man aspect. So I was judged. I was criticized. I used to carry myself in I used to arch my eyebrows. I used to go all out. I used to be all out there because I thought that's what, I was psychologically tricked and manipulated and oh my God. And it's a shameful life that I don't wish to go back to. It's a shameful life that, and people make fun of this daily. They just make fun of this. And if you look to the root of the problem, I'm going to really talk about what it is. What it is. It's the African American community. It's pushing this aside and saying, this and then it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And then it's passed down, then it's passed down, then it's passed down, then it's passed down. Because my daughter got molested. My 15-year-old baby daughter got molested while I was incarcerated. And guess what? The mother played like the mother is so entrapped, and she keep telling us stuff. The mother's so entrapped in this man. She was so entrapped in this man that she don't even hear what her daughter saying. Like, on a real note, real life, let's talk about this. Because I'm going to go 1,000 for mine. I'm going to go 1,000 for my baby. I'm going to go 1,000 for what it is. I'm going to go 1,000 with my loyalty. Let's talk about that. Let's be with that. What's up with that? It ain't no more, it ain't no 100. It ain't no more 100. All that 100 and stuff. It's 1,000. Let's be 1,000. Let's go to our roots. Let's stick together. Let's make that change and do what we're really supposed to be done. Everybody talking, but where's the action? Faith without works is dead. You really don't need no Bible. You don't need no Bible. You don't need no Bible. Some of the great people, they didn't need no Bible. They spirituality, they was in tune for what's really going on. Get in one with yourself. Get in one with the universe. Connect to your roots. Once you, boy, some of the greatest people connected to their roots. Let's drink natural teas, natural herbs. Let's do these things. That's what me and my fiance do. We do these things. And she 1,000 with me. She already know. Nobody can go back. Nobody can say this is how he used to live. Nobody can say nothing. But the man I am today, boy, I'm so grateful. And who I was portraying to be, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, but it was something that I was going through, and plenty of times I done tried to kill myself, brothers and sisters, plenty of times. Young brothers, young sisters. Man, it's real. Let's talk about what's really going on. Ain't no sense to go killing and stuff. Let's put a start to that. Let's monitor our children. I got an app on my kid's phone right now, and they don't like it. It's a family link. Every app, everything, they got to come through me and approve it. I refuse. I refuse, my brothers and sisters, to let my children go through the things that I went through. I refuse to lay down as a Hebrew brother, as a know what it is. Y'all around here talking about black, African American. Know what it is. Know your nationality, your color. Better wake up. It's called the truth. And I'm going to give it to you. Because it came to me. You hear me? I did 12 years, 5 months incarcerated for something I didn't even do. And I had no intention to even being around. But I suffered. But I suffered for the greater cause. I didn't know why. I had people against me. People hated me. I was living a lifestyle that I wasn't proud of. But I still didn't hang with no homosexuals. Still didn't talk with them and I ain't do that. And they thought I was stuck up. They thought I was all kind of stuff. But you see the man that I am. You see the man. You see it in me. You see who I am. You see who I became. You wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you. Because the universe, most high, my intelligence, my third eye is open. Boy, y'all better wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up. Wake up. Let not stuff be a secret no more. Why be ashamed? No, let's wake up. Let's put this on blast. Let's put this on blast. Y'all quick to go out there, peer pool, peer that, this and that, and let's put this on blast, my brothers and sisters. Let's put this on blast. Let's talk about what really going on. The stuff that really affected us as children because it came up for our parents, and let's break those chains. The mentalities that we think, the things that we do, the actions that we act. I mean, let's face it. It really come from our parents. It really come from our parents, brothers and sisters, generations. Generational curses, generations. This ain't just start happening the way we acting, because I look at myself every day. I look at myself every day and I say, dang, I act like my daddy. Dang, I act like my mama. Dang, I act like my daddy. Dang, I act like my mama. Dang, I look like my daddy. The more and more as I get older, I'm 34 years old. Just turned 34 June. The more I look at it every day, I look like my father. The more I look at my features, my actions, I say, dang, boy, in resemblance of my parent. But the greatest thing of all is I'm not them. I'm changed. I'm a new person, new man. And I just want the chains of the bondage to be broken. I want it to be forever broken for my people. You got to know I'm a God. All that man-made stuff, I'm a God. I create the things around me. My destiny, my future, everything. I put those energies into the universe. We all have the energy within us. That Bible. You hear what that Bible say? In the beginning, he said he spoke, and it came to pass. And he also said we have all power, the same power. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Y'all better wake up, my brothers and sisters. This segment is really on the awareness of the molestation, the awareness of molestation, the raping and stuff, and men and women. See, we ain't waking up and admitting to what's going on. We ain't taking accountability, like I taught my son, accountability, responsibility of what's going on. So, you know, I go incarcerated and I spend this time away from my children. It was a long time, you know, and I got out to some rebellious children issues. Things they done went through. My daughter done been molested. You know, my son, he ain't never had no father there, teacher there, you know, to teach him there, to teach him. But now the kids that I created, if my son sit here before you, and I had to earn it, boy. I had just had a summer out this world. I had to really get on my daughter. I had to get them little pop, yeah, for talking crazy, like really, and she 15. I had to get on my son behind, like, man, hey, use your head, man. Use your head. And guess what? He used his head now. If I put my son on this video and I tell you, you know, I tell him, I say, hey, tell them what is a man. He gonna tell you accountable, responsible person. And it ain't nothing that I told him, hey, this is what a man is. I told him you gonna stand up and you gonna stand 10 toes down like me and you gonna be a man. But I told him, you gonna learn to be accountable and responsible person, because I refuse to let you or any young person younger than me, I don't care who they is, any young, people that done met me across. I done went to Atlanta, Georgia, stayed on the streets. You know what I'm saying? I done been homeless since I've been out of prison. Anybody will tell you who Millage is. Millage? Some call me Millie. That man real. I don't care what he did. He real. I aspire. I refuse to let the next man. I'm not gonna. When I was living that way, I ain't gonna come on to you. I ain't disrespect you. I ain't none of that. But one thing I'm not gonna do is have the knowledge and not pass it on. And that's what we feeling at, my brothers. But that's the rules. Well, that's on everything to love. On what they say, the new generation say on God. That's on everything you love. On God. When you be enlightened and you learn the truth, you'll put down the ways. You'll put down your old ways. When you become enlightened, you'll see it for what it is. That Bible go drop to your wayside. That's a guide. That's God. That's a step or two to get to where you need to go. Like I said, some of the greatest people, they went on spirituality, the energy, what you possess. When Harriet Tubman led those people to underground, she went on her spirit. She didn't go on the Bible. She went on her spirit. Some of the greatest people. See, if we really take that energy and we really use it and for what it is and stop being ignorant and letting everybody, this is how our folks, the older folks is, this is how we are. You know, they were brought up in the Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus Christ, the Church of the Church of Christ, the Church of God, or the Baptist Church. That's what it is. But they forgetting about it and they ain't gonna admit that it's the truth. That is the truth. Where you want to go with it? Hey, the Bible, it say Yahweh is his true divine name. That's what it is. Yahweh is his true divine name. Say that in the Holy Bible. Everybody in the Bible not black. I mean, not white, excuse me. But everybody don't know. Almost all the people in the Bible are black. That's the stuff we don't talk about. The older folks gonna say, y'all talking crazy. Man, it's Jesus Christ on the cross. Old folks that know the truth. They don't bang what they gonna teach us. They teaching us. Now we talking crazy because we find out the truth. We talk crazy. I tell my daddy, oh Yahweh, you know I see it. No, I'm talking crazy. They don't want to hear that. Man, you talking crazy. What? What? Tell them I am a God. You what? You talking deaf, dumb, and blind. It's time to break out of those chains and stuff of what's going on. Man, let's admit what's going on. Bro, it's time to change. It's time to change, sisters. It's time not be on welfare. It's time to dig in your roots. Drink them natural teas. Start them sweet. Just be natural. Wear your natural hair. Wear your natural nails. Be natural. Wear your natural face. No makeup. Be natural. Because that's where we come from, our roots. Africa. Yeah, natural roots. We have the power to create things and do all kinds of things. We have that power. But we're going to tap into that power, and I'll tell y'all about it in my next segment. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for joining my YouTube channel. I'll talk to y'all about it more in this next segment. I'm gonna hit some more about it, about this last what we just thought. Just got finished talking about the molestation, the hidden secrets of the Hebrew Black African American society. I love y'all. Be safe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Speak the Truth, Miller Chopper, and I'm out. 1.